Hello everyone, today we will see the famous 7 steps of machine learning. First step, one of the major steps, data collection. In these steps, we will gather the data, raw data from files, sensors, databases, APIs that will be used to train the model. And the quality and the quantity of the data will directly impact our predictions, or you can say our model's performance. So it's a very important step. Next step is our data preparation. Data preparation. In this part, there is a lot of tasks have to be done. In general cases, we have to clean the data, we have to handle missing values. So we have to handle missing values. And now there is important part, how you handle missing values. There could be two ways: imputation and deletion. And both have their advantages and disadvantages. For imputation, if the data set is bigger, if the missing value has it's big enough, then you will have a lot of time needs to train the model. If you choose deletion, you will find time optimization. So both has their advantages and disadvantages, so you have to look at that. In the data preparation, you have to also split the data. Split the data. You hear the 80-20% split. Basically, what it happens, we split into two major parts. First is train, and then is test. This train is not simple, it's a full train. And this is a test. This will separate it at the very beginning for final evaluation. And from this full train set, we will find a train set. And we will have also our validation set. Now in this validation, you can perform any kind of leave one out, leave one out, or you can choose k-fold, etc. And also these validation sets, cross validation, also have their own advantages and disadvantages. This train set will be passed through our next step. Yes. And the next step is our choosing a model. Somewhere it's written selecting or choosing algorithm. There are a lot of famous algorithms of machine learning, and one of them, for example, KNN, k nearest neighbor. And in this k nearest neighbor, we have a fixed value of k, and that will be our parameter. And we will use many methods, say many similarities, say famous Euclidean distance, say Pearson correlation, say cosine similarity. So in this algorithm, or you can say this KNN itself a machine learning algorithm, and in this algorithm there are a lot of methods that we have found. So It's another important steps of machine learning to choosing an appropriate algorithm. Here we use many methods. We will select the best of these methods for our algorithm. We will select the best one based on our performance evaluation. And yes, it's and one of the major steps. The next steps is one of the well-known step is the train the model. Now, how you train the model? For that, yes, we created a train set, and based on this train set, we will train our model. Here is a very relationship with the validation set. We will train and we will predict to the validation set. It's one kind of like test set. So based on these two, we train and we will test. We train and test. For example, in machine learning, most of the machine learning model has been evaluated through RMSE. It's called root mean square error. Also you hear mean absolute error. Mostly used the RMSE, root mean square error. So each time I will train the model, and I will find this RMSE's value. The lowest RMSE which will be provided by me, I will select that best parameter. And based on our best parameter, we will train again our model. And this time we will evaluate through this test set, which is started from very beginning. I separated, and it is actually very unseen, never seen by the model. That will be in our final evaluation, and that's our and for our fifth step, already I discussed this fifth steps to evaluate through this validation set. It is nothing but the second fifth step is evaluation the model. Okay, now the next step. I already provide you the best parameter. Is the best parameter, it's nothing but our sixth step, and it is hyperparameter tuning. Hyperparameter tuning. Hyperparameter tuning. It's also known as the optimization. What we optimize here, basically we find the best parameter. From this train and validation, after performing, we will find the best parameter. For example, in KNN, the parameter is K. Say we found K for 5, K for 6, K for 7, and we found that for K, when it is K is equal to 7, the RMSE, say for example RMSE is you can say that 0.7. For 6, the RMSE is 0.8. For 5, the RMSE is 0.9. The lowest RMSE is 7. 0.7 comes through the parameter K when it is 7. So our best parameter will be K is equal to 7. Now we will select this best parameter. We select this best parameter, and we will perform our final call, where we separated this test set. We run our experiment again, we will train again, and this time we will evaluate through test set. This test set will give us the final evaluation. This time we will find again our MSE and say, for example, mean absolute error, this kind of evaluation matrix. Here is another important part. This too for model evaluation. Now you wanted to perform your model, you use your model into some sort of a system to perform, to find its performance. It's the next step is deployment and prediction. Say you deployed your model some sort of a system, and based on that system you will find a lot of, again, the evaluation metrics such as precision, recall, accuracy. For that you have to conduct a confusion matrix. That is our seventh step, is deployment and prediction. Here we predict in a real life scenario for our system evaluation, then we will report these results to the correspondent. So that is our famous 7 steps of machine learning. Thank you very much.